Australians living on the international border with Papua New Guinea have told SBS they've been left frustrated that the promised COVID vaccination rollout has not yet occurred. Prime Minister Scott Morrison has previously said it was a matter of urgency, but the announcement that Queensland would vaccinate PNG villagers over the border has so far not materialised. Correspondent Stefan Armbruster has travelled to the border with PNG and filed this special report.
Fast boats on patrol in the Torres Strait, separating Australia and Papua New Guinea. Border Force helicopters in the skies and personnel on ground watching the opposite coastline.
We can see them walking on the beach there.
Their mission, to keep this international border sealed to stop COVID spreading. Australian Herbert Warrisum and his Papua New Guinean wife Sabe are eager for news from family just over the other side. They live in Australia's Torres Strait and can see Papua New Guinea from their veranda, where the pandemic has overwhelmed the health system. An Australian-led vaccine rollout hasn't happened over the border.
It makes me feel very frustrated and angry more so. It needs to happen straight away. It needs to happen now.
On frontline islands like Saibai, Queensland Health has begun second-round vaccinations.
It's the close proximity, and people on Saibai feel that all needs to be vaccinated.
Herbert Warrisum is among the first to be fully immunised.
Don't worry, come get vaccinated. It's easy.
From Australia's Saibai Island, you can see Papua New Guinea just 4 kilometres away across the water here. And on either side of the border live about 5,000 people. The Australian government has said it's a matter of urgency to get both populations vaccinated. Neighbouring Western Province has the second highest COVID infection rate in PNG. The Prime Minister said there was an immediate need there.
That work in the vaccinations would be undertaken by the Queensland Government in the same way that they're currently doing that in the Torres Strait Islanders communities.
65% of the Indigenous community on Saibai are now fully vaccinated.
Is my family?
But the Warrisums here, it's a very different story across the border.
People are very worried. They're very worried of the COVID-19. The village people, the traditional owners, they are very aware of the threat and they're very worried.
The World Health Organization told SBS just 130 essential workers have been vaccinated along the border from its COVAX supply. A full vaccine rollout is not due until later this year. The Queensland Government declined to comment and referred SBS to the Prime Minister's office. The Department of Foreign Affairs then responded, saying Australian aid is supporting vaccine education and health planning, but didn't answer questions on the Queensland-led rollout. The border was shut in March last year under Operation Overarch. Its commander is on an inspection tour.
We are still COVID-free in the Torres Strait, is testimony to that fact, of the effectiveness of the operation.
Every year, many thousands of people cross this border under the Torres Strait Treaty between Australia and PNG for family, cultural reasons, trade and medical assistance. Operation Overarch hasn't stopped all PNG boats.
There was around about 15,200 persons that would cross the border on an annual basis, and since Operation Overarch has been going, it's cut it by around 90%.
The Warrisums haven't seen their relatives in more than a year.
They're not respecting my rights, our rights.
For now, they feel safe on Saibai, but left behind by the federal government. In Saibai, Stefan Armbruster, SBS World News.